Today we're going on a deep dive through some of the lost history of Danville, Pennsylvania. In this video, we try to bring some light to the history that's been lost or forgotten in this town. This adventure takes us back hundreds and in some cases thousands of years. Watch along as I do my best to piece together the historical documents, first and second-hand accounts of some of the things that may have been forgotten over the years. This story starts in 1769, when William Scull was the first person to survey the area at the mouth of the Mahoning Creek, where he discovered the Indian village. Fast forward to 1774, this guy, William Montgomery, who's the founder of Danville, purchased the property. It was 180 acres. And he called it Karakasi, named after the Delaware Indian village that stood at the mouth of the Mahoning Creek. Okay, so this is Adventures with John and Johnny, and we're at the site of the Indian village, the Karakasse Indian village. And this is what it looks like today. You can see the Susquehanna over here. And right in this area, essentially where everybody's parked, is the location of the original Karakasse Indians village. And it comprised of longhouses and wigwams. So we're gonna go down here and we're gonna see there's remnants of an eel trap.
Yeah. They're pretty much kind of like dams for eels.
Yeah, and it would catch eels as it would come up through the river.
We made it.
So, like we were saying before, this is the original site of the Karakasse Indian village. And it's basically where the Susquehanna River goes down, it hooks into the Mahoning River. The Mahoning River and this hook created this little peninsula, which is what you see here with the baseball fields. So if you could imagine back in 1774 when this was discovered, we would be walking through an exact location of multiple longhouses and wigwams that were housing the Lenape people. And here's an example of a longhouse that would have been in this area, typical of this area and typical of the Lenape people. It would have housed multiple families.
Here we are. I don't know what to say. I wonder when they realized that this was an old town.
Let's take this path. This to our left is Mahoning Creek. Directly behind us is the Susquehanna. It's the Susquehanna River. And the village was located right up here where those kids were playing baseball. Was the original spot, consisting of longhouses, wigwams, and it was a thriving village with apparently thousands of Lenape Indians. The tribe was the Lenape. The village name was Karakasse.
Because it gets a little confusing, here's the explanation. You have the Lenape, the Delaware, the Algonquin, the Susquehanna, and the Karakasse village. It started with the Algonquin 2,000 years ago. The Algonquin turned into the Delaware and the Lenape, who were the Susquehanna.
Susquehanna means muddy water. They established their towns along branches of the Susquehanna and facilitated trade, fish, and water routes. Karakasi was just the name given to the village. it's cool to see him playing like this and hanging on the trees and jumping around, because it's like a jungle gym. And to think 300 years ago it would have been the Karakasi kids out here doing the exact same thing. Supposedly, there's historical suggestions that the Karakasi were here up to 2,000 years. And within 300 years of their discovery from settlers, this is what's left. Picture 300 years ago coming down here in a ship, and there was nothing here. It was all wilderness. That bridge wasn't here. That bridge, there was none of these sounds. It was just wilderness. And then as soon as you got to this point over here, where the Mahoning Creek splits off, there would have been a huge Indian village nestled right in this little peninsula between that hill there, that hill back behind us. It's pretty crazy to think about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here.
So we're going to the bridge. Oh, that was Peter.
Really?
Yeah, that was Peter. He's gonna see himself on video.
That's cool.
If you see Peter, if you hear someone beeping, that's Peter. That was This is the North Bridge.
The north.
Well, they like it. We should.